Thank you so much for watching these videos. Do not forget to subscribe, like and share so that we can beat the YouTube algorithm so that these videos can be suggested to other people who also want to get knowledge like you've searched and got it. So my name is Kamia Simon Peter, and let's proceed. Do not forget to donate. In case you want to donate, the links are down in the description, and you can also follow the hints there. All right, so let's go ahead and see how the previous concept in our JavaScript video works now in Vue.js. All right, so we're going to first begin with the concept with Vue.js CDN. All right, so I'm just going to go to my Google search engine, and then I type Vue.js. All right, so it will bring this. I want to click on introduction or installation. I'm just going to click on Vue.js. Remember, we have the CLI to come. So this is just giving us the concept. You can follow along. All right, so we're going to choose get started. And now we have two versions of Vue.js. We have Vue.js 3. We have various versions, sorry. But we have Vue.js 3 and Vue.js 2. Now, the concept I'm talking about right now does not matter which version. However, the version matters when it comes to certain elements or shorthands that were introduced. So we can go with Vue.js 3 or Vue.js 2, it depends on you, but still the procedure of using will be the same. All right, so let me go with Vue.js. Okay, I need to know which version I'm working with. Okay, if I see Vue.js next, then I'll know which one I am. All right, I don't want to install the CDN. So this is version 3. Let me see. All right, this is version 3. I need for version 2. Okay, let me go on with version 3. So I'll start with the CDN here. Okay, so we on the installation part of the. So the CDN is like you using Bootstrap. Okay, so I'm going to call in the CDN. Okay, so I'll just come to my header here in the index.html, and I import my CDN. There it is. So I'm going to remove these because I don't need them. Okay, I'll maintain main.js, then I'll save. So I'm going to go to my app.js and I remove all that, then I save. All right, so let's go again to the documentation and scroll down. So we're going to install with npm later. That is. All right, so we're going to go now to our Vue.js, okay, and we look for, let's see. Let me look for introduction. So this is the introduction. So our evaluation is simple. We want to do declarative rendering with Vue.js. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to create an instance of Vue, okay, an instance of Vue in our application. So we're going to go to our main.js and we write this down. So we're going to write that we want to have Vue, okay, dot create. Okay, so we want to create app. So we want to create an application of Vue with the instance of now this is going to be our variables. I'm just going to create a variable in my name. What can I do? Let's say a variable YouTube, just like that. Okay, and then we mount, okay, that variable. So we're going to mount that variable YouTube to our ID. Now remember our ID. Now remember in CSS you call an ID like that. So our ID is up, okay, and then we're going to terminate. If we want, we can terminate. So our ID is up. This is mount. Okay, so this ID up here is up. I'm receiving an error, and I have an error because I need to add quotations around up. Great. All right, so even if I render, nothing will happen because we've not given it anything to render. That's why we need to create a constant, okay, something that won't change. And that constant, we're going to call it what we called it down there, YouTube. Okay, so our constant is called YouTube, and then it's going to be equal to, okay, now whatever we want to be rendered. So the first thing we want to return is data. Okay, this is the default that is required by Vue.js, and you can see it's suggesting it to me automatically. All right, so inside that data, I'm going to create a small, now there's what we call arrays or JSON. Okay, so I'm going to create a small notation, and I'm going to call it greetings. Greetings, and then that greetings will be empty. Let's first make it empty. So if I go to my index.html here and I refresh, all right, so I have nothing. And when I go to the render here, still, okay, I do have nothing in the div. So I'm going to go to greetings and I say, hello, YouTube. Great. I can put exclamations. Hello, YouTube. So if I go back and I refresh, all right, okay, I do have nothing. Yes, I do have nothing because I've not rendered this. So I'm going to come back here, okay, in main.js, and then I'm going to let me write an H2, the normal HTML, and then I'm going to now call my greetings. Okay, remember I created a greetings the other side. This greetings here, okay, it's greeting. Okay, all right, so this time if I render and I refresh, okay, so I have greeting. Okay, I need to know why I'm not getting it. Okay, it's because of this needs to be a small, it's create up, not capital. All right, so when I refresh again, there comes our greetings. All right, so we recently had an add button and a subtract button. Okay, so what we're going to do with the little things with Vue.js, so we're going to create that. So I'm going to create two buttons. Okay, so I'm going to create a button and I call this add and another called sub. Great. So in the previous video we had to write a click events. So here we call it like this, at click, and then we call the function like this. So the function is going to be add, then I'm going to create another click, at click. Okay, now remember there is Vue.js 3 and Vue.js 2, so some of these improvements can be, however, this we have what we call a v-on or an on-click listener or an on-click function. However, let me just continue with this so that we see how these are correlated like I wanted to demonstrate. All right, so I'm going to go back to main.js and I write those two functions as methods. So I'm going to create a comma here under the data, and then I write what they call a method, so methods. And then the first method we have is called add, okay? And then I'm going to get this greetings, okay? And then I add a plus plus. So the first thing I'm going to do, so let me write greetings. Let me first, greetings, okay? It's greeting, plus plus, so plus plus. And then I need to add this, okay? So this dot greeting plus plus. I may not terminate. So let's see what we have. If I come back and I refresh, okay, I do have my buttons and the word is hello YouTube, and when I click it turns to now none. Now the reason it's turning to none is because I don't have an initial variable for greetings here. All right, so this is a string, so let me make this 0 as the first value, and then I save. So let me come back and refresh because it was adding plus plus to a word. So if I click now, you can see we are adding, okay? And then the same will be with the subtract, so it will be sub. So I'm going to just create another method here and I call it sub, okay? sub, which will be greeting minus. Okay. So if I refresh, that's what we have. So we can add or subtract. And that's it. We can add or subtract. Okay. We can even render any other variable apart from that. So I want the moment someone clicks, this dot greeting is equal to, okay, maybe Simon. Okay. So at the beginning is going to be empty. Okay, just like that. So I'll just comment this out, and then I refresh. I'll just comment this out so you can see when I refresh it's empty. When I add, okay, the word Simon is there. Okay, so that's it. And then let me create a variable here. Okay, let x equal to 1. Okay, and then let me add plus x here, and then I save, and then we refresh. Okay, when I click Simon, it's Simon plus 1. When I click again, nothing again happens. So it's going to be